YouTube. Another good day. Um, Went over to the truck earlier, see if I could basically see what I'm about to do tomorrow as far as taking the lines off. Basically making sure I got the right tools to do the job. It don't seem like it's gonna be don't seem like it'll be too hard. But obviously with anything you do for the first time, you're not gonna know the proper way to just kind of do it, obviously. But just take some pictures. So when you put everything back together, it's back together. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. Do all that stuff like that. So called the shop today to confirm that the part was ordered. I thought it was coming from Jackson, but he told me it was coming out of Memphis. So I'm like, I'm not driving up to Memphis. That's like a 4-hour drive. So I'll just wait until tomorrow when it gets there. Jump on it, and hopefully that fixes that issue. Like I say, I'm indifferent about it. Some people believe that things happen for a reason. Sometimes I subscribe to that, sometimes I don't. But what I will say is that I'm happy that it happened while I was at the house versus what happened the last time when I was out on the road, and basically I wasn't around, so to speak, to actually make sure everything was being done. Because one of the things that I will say, and I've seen some guys who were older, been in the game for a while, they said that is, if someone's working on my truck, I really need to be in the shop watching them. And that's good for two reasons. One, you're able to look at them and make sure, hey, you're not cutting any corners or whatever. And for two, in the event that something like that happens again, just depending on how hard of a job it is, you might can tackle it yourself, because a lot of times experience is the best teacher. And so, like I was telling my dad, when I took the truck to get the water pump put on at a shop around here, I said that I watched them through the entire process, taking it down. Well, I take that back. I didn't watch them through the entire process. I watched them actually put the pump back on, and then I watched them put all the required fittings and stuff back on. And so as I was watching them do that, I was like, man, I couldn't have did that. But the more I sat and I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I could do that. Hopefully, the water pump, it lasts a long time, right? Because I know how much it was. And like I said, when I got it, which is so funny, they asked the guy, the manager, said, well, how much are we gonna charge for the water pump? And he said, twin turbo or single? And he said, twin turbo. He said, well, we charge an extra 4 hours of labor for the twin turbo. And I'm like, it's literally one more thing you have to take off. Just literally. That one thing I watched y'all take off was not an additional 4 hours of work. But hey, those are their prices. And if you can continue to swallow their prices, hey, more power to you. But if you can't swallow the prices, if you can, you better sit in there and watch them, or find somebody that knows, where y'all can maybe work together and, work an arrangement out. But that was crazy to me. But they did a good job. They did a good job. I don't know if if they would have. No, you know what? I don't even want to put that out there and say I don't, whether they would have done a good job if I had not been standing there. But the guy, the lead mechanic, because he was somewhat training the guy, because they work on cat, but they only had one cat mechanic. And so the other guy, he was, I guess, he was either selected or he put forth the initiative to say that, hey, he wants to be the next cat mechanic, because, well, certified cat mechanic there, because the older guy, he said he's retiring in November. So obviously he's trying to get his get the younger guy ready to take the test, and giving him some pointers. Gave me some pointers, so that was that was good, and it's kind of like maybe almost it's kind of like the vibe I got, like those two repairs, the water pump and the clutch. The mechanics is kind of like it was some good energy. I noticed that they were talking, we were holding up conversations, and like I said, I'm not that type of person, but just reflecting back on that at the time, it was I could say, hey, those were some good instances, right? But right now I'm with my original baby, my Maxima, and I got a leak from I see where the leak is. I put another alternator. I put a high output alternator on this car, and I had to do a lot. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I had to do quite a few modifications to get it to fit. And one of the things that was hindering me was one of the hoses, one of the lines. Even if I put it on there, you couldn't see it, but one of the lines, I had to put the screws on it, but I couldn't reach it from the top because the alternator is kind of over, and so it's slightly over the screw, so I can't actually work it with my ratchet from the top. I have to get back on the ground and stick it up there on the bottom, and hopefully I can get it back tight, because what it's doing is shooting out the coolant, the water and stuff is shooting it out, and so what it's doing is it's making my temperature hand go up, almost making it like the car want to overheat. So like I said, I don't have anything else. Well, I do have something else to do, but I have to be in the mood. Well, you have to be in the mood to want to do that. Like I have some writing and stuff to do for an upcoming project that I'm working on. So I'm just gonna come out here and hopefully try to get this knocked out. Put the wrench on it, see if I can get it back tight. Start it back up, see if it's holding, the pressure and everything like that, and that'll be that. Kind of take my mind off of things. But as far as tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna have a guy working with me to get it done, but I'll try to record as much as I can to kind of show it to you, just in case anyone is ever in a situation like that, But yeah, try to record what I can and kind of show it to you. But anyway, let me get to work, and back to y'all again tomorrow. Peace.